Hi guys, today we are going to be playing Gacha Life, and so we're gonna be doing a meme that everyone does on Gacha Life. So let's get right into it. Okay, this is the main. Screen. You have to press agree to continue. You can't press decline. Cause if you press decline, then they will kick you out of the game. Hi there, I'm Simpy Buns. Welcome to Gacha Life. Okay, that's cool. Let's go over some things that you can do to Gacha Life. Okay. It's so cute. Yeah. So I watch Gacha Life videos on YouTube of people doing the sisters always do what they're supposed to do and stuff. It's the same thing. Oh look, I get. Okay. I'm trying to find a good one. So, trying to find. I'm trying to find where you background. That's so cute. I like that. So cool. I want this game, so I'm gonna download it. There's anything since I've been filming this. Why is it not installing? It's not installing. What the heck? I just wanted to install. Oh, thing. No. The only thing I will undownload is this. Do 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 do. Well, that downloads. I'm gonna watch a little bit. Oh, I need to pause it. Okay, so we're gonna watch this.
Bryson, and today I'm going to talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow, Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
No, he didn't. Oh, he used his butt.
Although I've never broken a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my funny bone at Mach 10.
Oh no.
It felt like an electrical fire on my arm. I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain. On second thought, why not remove all bones? Can't break what isn't there. Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding, and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back of my head. See that? Your back isn't supposed to do that. That causes a lot of ouchy feelings.
Oh, my back!
Now let's move on to the big ones. The ones that reminded me of my mortality. The ones where life went, this kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge. Okay, number 1. I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk. Little did I know the fan was going at top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it. So I jumped and... It happened so fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood. Mom? What's up, honey? I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wounds so that I can continue this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood. Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was... This other time, me and my brothers were bonding with Dad. How? Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air. Obviously. Anyway, I could see my brothers doing it and I wanted to turn. Okay, 3, 2, 1. My head slammed into the basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My parents say that it scalped me a little bit and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. But anyways, as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks pretty cool. I should put my fingers in there.
No,
Just then, the argument came to a climax and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers. My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber. We went to the doctor, and surprisingly, nothing was broken. When you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break. Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this. Okay, last story. One time, I was just chilling in my room with my brothers. We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it. It was my turn, and the punching bag was swinging, but I was too young to understand how momentum worked. So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the wall. I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed, "Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then they hit me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool scar across my eyebrow. Thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with me. Down memory pain with me. It all hurt a lot. But Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix that. Ow! Wow, getting hurt really sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Insert a really out-of-place sponsorship segue. Skillshare! Skillshare is an online learning community with like a bajillion classes to help you learn
Anything.
You want to learn how to juggle? Boom! You want to learn how to... now. Okay, bye. That's the end of the video. I love you.
Okay, let's watch some.
This week only, get a queen mattress for $89.99 while supplies last. Get matched at Mattress Firm.
Stupid ad. Let's just go to here. What is here? Oh, this is cute. This is. Okay.
Adopt this dog. Sure thing, but first you must face the adoption trial. Trial? Yes, in order to adopt the dog, you must conquer me and my dog in combat. I'll do it. I'll do it for him. I can't lose. I will beat you. Wait, what?
No. Wait.
Well, that was a nightmare, and I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding internally and punctured a lung, but it was all worth it for you. I think I'll name you Bo. Hi, I'm Bryson, and this is my dog, Bo. I've had him for about 1 year, and I love him. Today, we're going to talk about some of the joys and pains of owning a dog. No! Stop! After deciding I wanted a dog, I searched a bajillion animal shelters and met several dogs, but when I met Bo, it was seriously love at first sight. His shiny, lustrous coat, his beefy head, his vacant expression, his muscular cheeks. How could I resist? But what really impressed me about Bo was that he could be high energy and goofy at times, but I could also get him to calm down. Bo is a stupid name. Bo, sick 'em. Actually, even the first hour of Bo officially being my dog was kind of crazy. On the drive home from adopting him, I was trying to check my blind spot, but all I could see was his big head in the way, so that was a pretty scary drive. Jesus, take the wheel! Bo is well trained now, but that wasn't the case at first. In the first few weeks of having him, me and my brother Braden ran into some problems. Basically, Braden tried to bathe him in... Thankfully, he's great at baths now and cooperates with us, but that first one was an uphill battle. I also didn't know how Bo acted around other dogs, so I was very cautious. One time I was taking him on a walk in the snow, when all of a sudden we turned a corner and saw a dog. Bo bolted, and I immediately slipped on ice, falling right on my butt and dropping Bo's leash in the process. Before I continue, put yourself in the other dog owner's perspective. A 70-pound pit bull is running full speed at you, and the owner is incapacitated. You are moments from death. Nah, I'm just kidding. It turns out Bo is very friendly with strangers and other dogs. But that would have been unfortunate if I had a murderer on my hands, right? I would have had to be all like, sorry my dog destroyed your dog and bit you in the jugular. This is kind of awkward. Well, see you later.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Challenge. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Another snowy night before I had trained Bo how to listen to me, he once again heard another dog and initiated make a friend mode. He started sprinting at full speed, pulling me behind him, and I was literally skating and slipping on the ice behind him. Surprisingly, the 1 ounce of coordination in my body made it so I didn't fall. It was actually kind of cool. Bo is also very nosy, like physically nosy. If he could talk, he would be like, what you doing? What's that? Where you going? What you got there? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Literally anywhere I go, him and his big nose are there. Sometimes you think he's off laying down somewhere, but then you open the door and he materializes behind you. Ah! Also, sometimes I'll let him sleep in the bed with me, but he lays right smack in the middle, so I have to Tetris my body in order to fit. Also, he's a big fan of drinking stupid amounts of water. He loves drinking from the tub, from streams, from the dishwasher, from the toilet. So much so, in fact, that sometimes I'll get out of the shower, he will nose his way in and lick the water off my legs like a weirdo. But one time I got out, turned to get my towel, and... Bryson, why don't you just lock your bathroom door? I do, but he has learned how to unlock doors and stand on 2 feet and speak English. He's becoming more and more powerful, and I can't stop him. Bryson, it's 4 p.m. Time for me to bathe you. That's a joke. His IQ is 4, just like his dad. He's very muscular and strong and way more handsome than me. I'm kind of jealous because after like a week of having him, I had gotten more compliments for him than I have received literally in my entire life. Hey, that's a good-looking dog. You could use some work, though. I mean, your cheeks don't even compare. Also, Bo is a plush now. Isn't he cute? Use the link in the description to buy one before they sell out. Hey, Bo, what do you think? Bo, hey, give it back, give it back. Give it back. Also, all the money I get from from this will go to the Humane Society to help stop dog fighting. Just by buying this plush, you are helping save countless animals from the barbaric practice of dog fighting. Link in the description. Okay, back to the video.
Yeah.
Another thing about Bo is that he used to hate going in his crate. Several crates have died by his hand. I seriously don't know how he does it, because around me, he's a very sweet family dog. But when I wasn't around, he used to just murder crates from the inside, to the point where he broke a tooth off escaping a crate once. So I paid to give him a metal tooth, and now he looks like a gangster. I wanted to get a gold tooth, but sadly they wouldn't let me. Just know that I tried. Since I adopted Bo from a shelter, I didn't know what breed he was. I was pretty sure he was a pit bull, however, I was still curious to find out. So recently I got his DNA tested and found out he's a mixed breed. But he's mostly an American Pit Bull Terrier mixed with an American Staffordshire Terrier. Both of those dog breeds are classified as pit bulls. Wow, Bryson, didn't you know pit bulls are vicious monsters and all of them are evil killers and none of them are good dogs? You should be more afraid of me than the dog. If any of you agree with this small-minded person who is now dead, then please do some research and grow up. Okay, this next part gets a little heavy, but I feel very strongly about it and I want to speak up against unjust hatred towards these dogs.
Okay.
Pit bulls are dogs that have awful reputations, which I'm very against because I was raised with them and all of ours have been loyal, loving family dogs. Obviously, I'm biased, so please do your own research, but here's the conclusion I've come to. Any dog can be aggressive, and any dog can be loving. It all depends on the way you nurture and teach your dogs, although sometimes professional training is required. There are awful people out there who train and force dogs to fight each other. It still happens, and it's absolutely tragic. People hear about dog fights and end up blaming and stereotyping pit bulls just because they are forced to fight. Here's a bright idea. How about we blame the awful people who fight dogs and not the dog who is just trying to do what his owner told him to do? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be cautious. I believe that you need to be careful and cautious around any dog that you don't know, because people do get hurt sometimes. But if you are labeling any and every pit bull you see as a monster, then it's time to wake up, my guy. Please judge dogs on an individual basis, not based on breed. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyways, back to Bo. Since I love Bo so much, I also have a lot of nicknames for him. Here are some of my favorites. Bosif, Bozo, Bodacious, Bojangles, Bowberry Biscuit, Bosephine Rex, and Baron Beauregard. He is very clumsy. He hits his head on everything. You know how dogs are supposed to be able to see in the dark? Well, one night I turned off the lights and started walking towards my room, and I heard a big thunk from his head hitting the door. He'll also hit his head on walls, benches, other dogs, chairs, anything. I mean, how could he not with a head that big? So I decided to get him human glasses. So that was an awkward doctor's visit. Read off the letters you see. Yeah, I think his prescription is a bit off. After all the crates being destroyed, me and my family decided it was probably best for him to be professionally trained for a little while. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty depressed when I had to leave him for 3 weeks to be trained. He was doing good, but let's be honest, I'm no professional and he needed some better obedience. And I needed better training tactics. But I have him back now and he's better than ever and I'm never leaving him anywhere ever again. Well, off to my wedding. Bo, you are coming with me.
Bo will now give the best man speech.
In conclusion, I love Bo. He's my full-time best friend and I adore him and I would literally die for him. And if I see any of you making mean comments about pit bulls, then I will appear in your room tonight. Haha, pit bulls are stupid, vicious monsters. The only monster is me. Hey everyone, I hope you liked the video. Isn't Bo just the cutest? He's also a cute plush. Be sure to buy one before they sell out. It's really high quality and we worked hard on it.
Okay,
Huge thanks to my amazing team for helping me make this.
This is the last run. I need to find it. is in here? I'm serious. Oh, these ones.
Charmin reinvented the square for a smoother tear. Oh yeah, Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear.
Welcome to Hogwarts, students. A magical school that is totally safe all the time.
Ooh.
Mr. Bryson, no flying into Great Hall.
Don't worry, I can control this broom perfectly fine.
Take the middle figure. Really?
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you about all the things I was obsessed with when I was a kid. Let's start with the first one. I was obsessed with trains as a kid, especially Thomas the Tank Engine.
Wow, Bryson, trains are stupid. Why don't you play with action figures or something?
I used to watch the show, my parents got me the little wooden toys of the trains, and my dad even made me a train table to play with them on. Thomas, look out! There's a child on the tracks! Oh no, his brakes are broken! He can't stop! They are now dead. Thomas is tormented by his actions and turns himself in to the train authorities. Thomas is charged with 1 count of accidental manslaughter and will face 10 years in train prison. Honey, I think Bryson overheard you watching Forensic Files again. I loved Thomas so much that my parents even took me to meet Thomas in real life. See? There he is. Not creepy at all. I love trains so much that I created my own train sona, Bryson the Tank Engine. Choo-choo! That's not true. My favorite part of the show was watching the trains crash. There was one episode where Gordon crashed through a bunch of stuff and basically died. Masterpiece. Also, speaking of the show, I don't approve of the new CG Thomas stuff. Ugh! I only like the original stuff where they used actual model trains and then crashed those model trains into stuff. One time when I was like 3, I was making a crash scene with my trains and I accidentally crashed them a bit too hard and Thomas got a little bit of his paint chipped off. And this bothered me. He was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course. A while later, my parents realized that the toilet was clogged. My parents called a plumber, and after hours of trying, the plumber angrily said, "Ugh, there's nothing I can do. I've never encountered a toilet I can't unclog. You're gonna need to buy a new toilet." So they let the plumber smash the toilet open to see what had clogged it. It was a big wad of toilet paper, and at the center was my Thomas train. So we got a new toilet, and I got a new Thomas. Imagine being a plumber and having your perfect record broken by none other than Thomas the Tank Engine. My heart goes out to that guy. Anyways, a while later, Thomas got chipped again, so obviously, I flushed it again. Bryson! Fortunately, my dad managed to fish that one out, and he said to my mom, maybe you should get him a toy that he can't flush. Also, do you think we should spank him? Yes. Okay, on to the next obsession. Harry Potter, woo! I've loved this stuff since I was a kid. Me and my friends used to run around the playground holding sticks and pretending to be wizards. In fact, this one kid, Josh, and his family were super into Harry Potter as well, so much so that the mom made it a rule that you couldn't point a wand at someone and say the killing curse. You do know that magic isn't real, right? Yeah, they were a weird family. They were also all redheads, just like the Weasleys. So that was the first red flag. I'm kidding. Hair color stereotypes are not nice. Gingers do have souls. Whatever you say, stupid blonde. That one is actually true in my case. I'm still gonna beat you up, though. I understand. Look, I'm feeling generous today, so I'm gonna give you a pass. But know this. If you ever cross me again, I will end you. Understood? Understood. Thank you. Also, one time on the trampoline, Josh got gum in my hair, and I never forgave him for that. Avada Kedavra! Oh shoot, magic is real. He's just tired. I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, because then I got to build the magical world I loved so much. I liked being able to build cool stuff. Legos are cool. Wow, Bryson, you still build Legos? Grow up. Legos are toys. I warned you.
It's a highly sophisticated interlocking brick system.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion.
Anyway, back to Harry Potter. The sorting ceremony will now begin. Mr. Bryson, please step forward. Oh, I know just what to do with you. Hufflepuff! Why are you crying? Not gonna lie, I was pretty upset when I took the online test and figured out that I really am a Hufflepuff, aka a disappointment. I was also sad when I turned 11 and didn't receive a Hogwarts acceptance letter. Turns out Hogwarts isn't real. It's a hard pill that you just gotta swallow. The reality shifting community is still struggling with that one. Actually, Bryson, reality shifting is real. This TikTok told me so, and you can project your consciousness to other realities and... Nope, not real. Moving on. Harry Potter will always hold a special place in my heart, because it inspired me to be a creative and imaginative person. And that the most powerful magic of all is love. I love you. The power, it's too much! See? Look how powerful my love is. He's fine, by the way. He's just tired. Actually, that gives me an idea. Hey, Voldemort!
You dare utter my name, you filthy mudblood?
I love you! See? Love! Woohoo! Now let's go on a date, Harry. Wait, I mean Harry Potter isn't real. Ha ha ha. Anyways, they made an entire theme park of Harry Potter, and it's freaking awesome and magical, and I like it. In fact, when I went there, I got chosen to do the wand shop ceremony thing.
Give the wand a wave and we'll see if it's meant for you.
Wingardium Leviosa. He's just tired. Next obsession, animals. I used to love catching frogs and then racing them against each other. If my friend had a pet, I would insist on holding it and petting it. In fact, my discovery of YouTube was just me watching videos of hamsters for hours on end and begging my parents to let me get one. And eventually they finally caved and got me one. The day I got him, me and my family were watching the Bee Movie. So I named my hamster Barry, short for Barry B. Benson, of course. But then I decided to introduce Barry to my dog Duke, without consulting my parents. Rest in peace, Duke. Duke slowly sat down, gave him a sniff, and very gingerly murdered Barry right in front of me. Mom! And that's why I don't watch the Bee Movie anymore. Rest in peace, Barry. The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one. I named him Oreo, and he lived a long, happy, natural hamster life of 2 years. They don't live that long. Also, one time I was at a friend's house, and he had 2 little twin brothers. They were given 2 pet guinea pigs the day before, but they had already died because the boys were convinced that guinea pigs could fly. So they took them on the trampoline and tested their theory. Rest in peace. Anyway, at that time, I also had a pet guinea pig named Link, and the boys with tears in their eyes asked, "Our guinea pigs died. Can we have your guinea pig?" And that was when I learned the valuable lesson of how to say no to people. Speaking of death, I've mentioned that my parents keep chickens in the backyard, and one of them is named Ham. Well, Ham is actually Ham 2. Rest in peace, Ham 1. My sister's dog got her. On a more positive note, meet my new son. His name is Bo, and he's a dog. How can a dog be my son? He's adopted. Duh. He is cute, and I love him, and you should love him too. Him and our family dog Dixie are friends, but Dixie is getting pretty old, so he's a little too high energy for her sometimes. I've been bombarding my friends with pictures of Bo, and they are so tired of it. So now, I can bombard you with them. Look at him, he's so cute. Bo is 2 years old, and I rescued him from an animal shelter in January of this year. And I'm glad to have him. He can be a stinker, though. He is a total thief. He steals stuff off the counter all the time, and he chews on stuff he's not supposed to chew, but I'm working on training him the best I can. However, one time I had to go to the store, so I left Bo home in his crate. He had been doing good in the crate the last few times I left him in there, so I thought we were going to be okay. But this time was different. Instead of accepting his fate like usual, he spent all his energy trying to get out of the crate by biting it from the inside. And in doing so, he broke one of his bottom teeth. I was so sad. Bo was no longer perfect. So what did I do? I flushed him down the toilet, of course.
Is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental.
I flushed him down the toilet, of course. No, but I was really sad that he hurt himself in the crate, so I actually want to get him a tooth replacement. He's honestly such a silly baby boy, and I love him so much. He's very handsome, and I get compliments on him all the time. Hey, that's a good-looking dog. Sick him! That was a joke. He's very friendly with people and other dogs. So, this video was all about my childhood obsessions, but I have a confession. All of these obsessions have persisted into adulthood. I still have animals, I still love trains. I'm not obsessed with Thomas anymore, but I still just like the way steam trains look. I even have 2 electric trains, the Polar Express and the Hogwarts Express. Also, so far as animals go, I've got Bo and my 2 pet tortoises, and that's me restraining myself. I want a pet pig, a pet duck, and a parrot, and a lizard, and another dog. I mean, I moved out of my parents' house, so I can do whatever I want, but I gotta hold back so that my home doesn't become a zoo. And I'm also still obsessed with Harry Potter. I've got like all the Lego sets of them, and I carved and painted my own wand, and I rewatch all the movies once every few months. So, since all my childhood obsessions have persisted, we can conclude that I am still a child. A little baby man. Ha ha, stupid baby! Wait, what? You've become so predictable, Bryson. Now it's my turn. Hello, it's been a while. Sorry about that. But hey, look, we got more people helping me make the videos higher quality. Huge thanks to my amazing team for helping me make this video. Go check them out. Also, I got nominated for a Streamy Award. Isn't that crazy? Also, I got my plaque for getting 1 million subscribers, and now we're close to 2 million. Huge thanks for that. I never thought my little videos would reach so many people. Anyways, how are you doing? Better now that you saw that awesome...
Okay, I'm gonna introduce you to my American Bully. Ace, Izzy, look, the camera, look, Izzy, look. Ace, look. Izzy. You're so dang cute, Jesus. Yeah, but yeah, he's Ace. He doesn't want to be the kid. He doesn't want to be it, but he's cute though.
If I was your puppy,
Don't leave me.
Stop it, Ace. This boy is crazy. Yes. No!
Alright, if you jump off this cliff right now, I'll give you a penny. Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and a while ago I made a video about the times I almost died and the times I got hurt really bad. But that got me thinking about the other injuries in my family, and one sibling came to mind, one who had dodged the grasp of death more times than I can count, the sibling who had little to no regard for his own mortality and would regularly hurt himself, the wild child, if you will, the youngest brother, Brenner. This is gonna be a long video, because Brenner gets injured a lot. I don't want to cut out good stories or do a part 2, so let's just sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, and laugh at my brother's pain. Now, almost all of Brenner's injuries were self-inflicted. However, I think it's only right we start the video with Brenner's very first injury, the one he got from me. Brenner had recently been born, and my parents invited me into their room to say hi to my new baby brother. As I said hello to him, he reached out his hand and scratched my chest. Now, obviously, Brenner was just a baby. He had no control of his body and was just moving around. But my 4-year-old brain could not let this slide. How dare you? First, you come into my house, take my spot as the cute youngest child, and take all the attention from my parents? And now this? I offered you my hand in friendship, and you attacked me. You must pay recompense for your actions.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
My parents tried to stop me, but it was too late. I reached out and scratched him back. He began to cry, and my parents put me in timeout. Little did Brenner know, his pain had just begun. Okay, in all seriousness, I felt really bad for what I did. Even now, I still regularly apologize to Brenner about it. But he can't even remember it, so he doesn't care. Brenner, my conscience has really been getting to me lately, and I'm so sorry about what I did.
Dude, that was 17 years ago. Can you just move on? I forgive you, okay?
Thank you. I love you, Brenner. I'm so glad I could get that off my chest. Remember...
Nobody likes to be told what to do, except when someone says, "Hey, Peter Reese's!"
Look at my crack.
Inappropriate.
We're going to save lives!
If your car has advanced safety system, you've got to get your windshield replaced.
Remember in my pain video where my brother Brody slammed the door on my fingers? Yeah. Apparently that experience runs in the family. Brody walked through a door as a young Brenner was sticking his fingers in the hinges, and Brody slammed the door again. Brenner's fingers bent every which way.
If I had a nickel for every time I slammed a sibling's fingers in the door, I'd have 2 nickels. That isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Luckily, Brenner's fingers didn't break, and the doctors fixed him up. Feel better soon, buddy, and don't get into any more trouble.
I will make no such promises.
One time, me and Brenner were playing tag, and rather than be tagged by me, he jumped into a busy street and a car barely avoided him. I guess Brenner was more willing to die than lose at tag. Would you rather die a terrible death or...
Definitely death.
Wait, you didn't hear the other option?
Death.
I genuinely don't know why he is so accident-prone, but this next story was no accident. You know how sometimes your mom has a really good friend, so she decides to make you hang out with her friend's children, but you don't like them? Yeah. When I was younger, my mom sent me and Brenner to play with the neighbor kids, Jake and Steven. The main reason I didn't like Jake was because he said, "Your sister is so hot." Brittany was 18. Jake and I were 8. Have you considered shutting up? Anyways, I spent the day tolerating Jake's shenanigans, but eventually I hid from him on the front porch and watched Brenner and Steven play in the front yard. "Come here, Brenner, I want to show you something." Brenner walked up to him, Steven grabbed his hand, reached into his pocket, and pulled out a pair of scissors and started cutting Brenner's fingers.
Stop!
I ran over to them to check on Brenner. His fingers were bleeding and he was crying. I slapped the scissors out of Steven's hand, grabbed him by the arm, and forced him inside to his mom. "Hey, Steven just cut Brenner's fingers with scissors." Oh, Steven. What? That's it? I was shocked. Call my mom right now so she can pick us up. We're leaving. We left and Brenner's fingers healed just fine. But still, that reaction from the mom was not okay. Luckily, I never had to go to that family's house again. Reminds me of another time Brody was really young and another boy was punching him. My mom took the kid to his mom and told her that his son was hitting Brody. And all she did was say, "Soft hands, Hunter." I mean, come on, soft hands? How about punishing your kid for hitting a stranger?
You clearly don't know how to discipline children. Here, I'll show you how it's done.
A lot of Brenner's injuries were caused by him wanting to grow up fast and to keep up with his older brothers. For example,
My turn. Bryson doesn't need training wheels on his bike, so neither do I. Let me try.
One time, Brenner tried to set a trend that the other brothers would follow, and the consequences were severe. This next story is the real reason I made this video. I'm honestly still surprised that Brenner survived this. It was bad. In our basement, we had a tall exercise machine that looked like this. Brenner decided that he wanted to climb it and jump off it onto our beanbag for fun. However, this time it went horribly wrong. Brenner pushed the beanbag close to the machine, climbed up, and jumped headfirst with the same regard for his life that a Minecraft player has when seeing one block of water at the bottom of a cliff. Part of the beanbag covered the exercise bench, which extended out, hiding the big metal part underneath. Brenner thought that since there was part of the beanbag there, it would be soft. But his head slammed through the beanbag into the metal part, and he split his forehead wide open. Mom and Brittany came running into Brenner crying with blood all over him. They freaked out and dashed him out of the house to take him to the hospital. I only caught a glimpse of him as they ran out, but I could tell it was bad. Brittany and Mom later told me that they could see Brenner's skull through the gash in his head. My dad sent me to a friend's house so they could watch me while my parents took care of Brenner. I remember sitting on their stairs, terrified that I'd never see Brenner again. God, please hear my prayer. If you make Brenner be okay, I promise I'll never be mean to him again. At the hospital, since Brenner was so accident-prone, they kept pointing to cuts on his head that were from previous shenanigans. Is this cut old or new?
Old.
Is this cut old or new?
Old.
Is this old or new?
Old.
Finally, my sister was like,
The gaping gash on his forehead, that is new. Forget the rest of it, fix that.
Somehow the doctors patched him up. I think they even had a plastic surgeon involved in fixing his head. When I next saw Brenner, he was up on his feet with 25 stitches in his head. But he was okay. Phew! I thought you were gonna die, Brenner. I'm so glad you're okay. Anyway. Brenner still has a massive scar across his forehead, but thanks to the doctors, he was okay. Brenner, can you please calm down on the injuries? You're gonna die if you're not careful.
It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now. But like number 2.
Another time, a young Brenner was using the bathroom and found a bottle of painkillers on the countertop. They were coated in a sugary glaze to make them go down easier. So Brenner took the pills one by one and sucked on them till they ran out of sugar, then spat them out. He did this over and over and over, and from sucking on the pills, he got sick and passed out.
I'm tired.
My mom discovered Brenner unconscious on the bathroom floor surrounded by pills. What? And once again, the doctors proved why it's good to go to college. Not for me, though, but as for you guys, good for you. I don't know how they saved him, honestly. I don't really know how doctors work. For all I know, they could have removed all of Brenner's blood, which was tainted with drugs, thrown it away, then pumped him up with fresh blood. I don't know. Another time, he swallowed a bunch of coins, and again, my parents rushed him to the hospital where he was x-rayed to show a pile of coins in his stomach. They told my poor parents to dig through his, waist until they got all the coins. He was like a piggy bank, but way more disgusting. He was like a piggy bank, but way more disgusting. Honestly, with how often Brenner visited the hospital, I'm surprised they didn't have a special section of the hospital just for him. This next story is surprisingly the only time that Brenner has ever broken a bone. You would think at this point that he would have no bones left because of how often he gets hurt, but nope, he still has bones. My family has a small motorcycle that we call Big Bertha. It's fun to ride around on, but it has no suspension. It is 2 wheels and a motor, that's it. One day, Brenner was driving it, and despite knowing that Big Bertha had no suspension, he decided to ride it off a curb. The bike bounced, Brenner swerved and lost control, and he went head over handlebars. He landed on his arm and totally snapped his wrist. One hospital trip later, and Brenner had a cast. He wanted his cast to be unique, so he asked me to paint it to look like Thanos' gauntlet. So I got the paint out and painted it as best I could to look like the gauntlet. It looked pretty cool in my opinion. But But then later, Brenner's arm got itchy. The doctors told him that his arm would be itchy at first, but that if he ignored it, the itchiness would go away. They also specifically told him to leave the cast alone and to not shove anything into the cast to try and scratch his itch. However, the itch got the better of Brenner, so without consulting anyone, he grabbed Brody's glasses and started shoving the long end into his cast in an attempt to scratch his itch. He pulled the glasses out only to realize that the little rubber covering had slipped off and it was now stuck in the cast. Determined to scratch his itch and recover the rubber cover, Brenner somehow removed all of the soft wrappings underneath the cast, leaving only the hard outer shell. Brenner had scratched his itch and was satisfied. Then Mom walked in and saw what Brenner had done. They went back to the hospital and explained the situation. Can you imagine being a doctor and setting someone up with a nice cast to help them heal, and the next thing you know, they ruined it?
I feel like the maid. I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes?
They had to cut off his Thanos cast and make another one for him. Brenner got home and asked me to paint his new cast. No, I spent a lot of time painting that last one and you ruined it. How do I know you won't ruin it again?
Come on, man, just paint it again.
Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
So Brenner went around wearing a lame blue cast rather than a cool Thanos cast. A few months later, the doctors took off the cast and they realized that Brenner's arm had healed crooked. It was literally like a 15-degree angle. My mom pointed this out and the doctor said, "Yeah, well, it's within the range of crookedness that we consider to be acceptable, so we're just gonna leave it like that."
What? That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who has to live with a crooked arm. Fix his arm and do it right this time.
So the doctors explained that in order to fix it, they would have to re-break Brenner's arm, angle it correctly, and recast it.
Do it.
Wait, what?
Hold them down.
Wait, no.
So they did that, and Brenner's arm...
Score hot summer savings at Michael's with hundreds of summer faves starting at just $1.99. Dive into deals.
So they did that, and Brenner's arm eventually healed correctly, but not without pain. Now, you would think that after breaking his arm on Big Bertha, that Brenner would never touch that thing again, right? Nope. Let me tell you one last story. One day, me and Brenner got bored and decided to go for a ride. Him on Big Bertha and me on my go-kart. We chased each other around a parking lot, but then I thought, how can I make racing around more interesting? And my mind went to my favorite racing game, Mario Kart. You know, the game where you destroy your enemies by throwing items at them. So I decided to drive by Brenner and throw my flip-flops at him. We went back and forth throwing flip-flops at each other like green shells for some time. Then I zoomed by and got a good flip-flop strike on Brenner, and he wanted to retaliate with something stronger. He grabbed a big tree branch and drove towards me. He swung the branch and I swerved out of the way, but the branch was so heavy that swinging it threw Brenner off balance. He swerved and flew over the handlebars once more.
Again? Freaking again?
Brenner was scraped and bruised, but luckily nothing broke. And he finally learned his lesson, and he doesn't drive Big Bertha anymore. But I do. Here we are at the end of the video, and yet, that's not even all of Brenner's injuries. But if I keep talking about them, this video is going to be 30 minutes long, and at that time, he'll probably injure himself again. Let's quickly get through some last stories. Lightning round. We visited a janky aquarium that let you swim with sharks, and a bamboo shark bit Brenner's finger. Brenner went to a trampoline park, attempted a stupid trick, and landed on his head and had to wear a neck brace for a few weeks. Brenner and Brody went kayaking. Brody tried to splash Brenner with the paddle, but it skipped off the water, slammed into Brenner's face, and cracked his front teeth. A car almost backed over him as a child, but he hung onto the bumper while being dragged, and my sister stopped the car to save him. His friend accidentally shot him in the forehead with a BB gun, and his forehead still has a dent. In conclusion, Brenner's guardian angel is built different, because she has saved Brenner more times than I can count. And as much as I make fun of him, I am grateful for that. As he has grown, I think he has gotten a little less accident prone. Let's hope it keeps going in that direction, because I'm pretty sure he has used up all of his 9 lives. God has sent his soul back to the living world so many times at this point that if Brenner shows up there again, God might just say, "Oh, forget it," and keep him. Well, hey, it could be worse. At least his soul is going to heaven. Hey guys, it's me, your favorite Bryson. Thanks for watching. It's been a while, so let me make some announcements. I'm a featured creator at VidCon this year, and I hope to see you there. I have a TikTok now, go check it out. We also started doing YouTube Shorts. Thanks so much for the positive feedback on those. The first short I posted is now the most viewed video on the channel. Thanks a ton for that. We have 2 teams now. The goal is to be working on 2 videos at a time. The red team made this video. And guess what? 2 more videos are in the works right now. I can't wait to show them to you. They're some of the best videos we've made. We have a Spanish language channel as well, so check that out if you speak Spanish. We also hit 3 million subscribers. Yahoo! I'm working on 2 super secret awesome projects right now that I'm real excited for. Stay tuned for that. Also, I turned 22 a while ago, so that's neat. I can't wait to see all the comments saying, "Did his voice get deeper?" Those are always fun. I can't wait for you guys to meet me in real life and realize that my normal speaking voice actually sounds like this. Okay, I love you, and wear your seatbelt.
Okay, I love you and wear your seatbelt. Okay, please do. Thanks for watching. And yes, we are gonna watch some of my shorts until this video is 1 hour. Oh no. Still have time to watch this.
What are you doing to the sun?
Wait, is that Donald?
Everything's melting.
Donald cooked.
So oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
No, melting.
they are.
There's a shadow in there.
Let's go.
Get to the shadow. Wait, there is shadow.
Woo!
Oh, wrong shadow.
That son's so evil.
He's a hot dog.
Monkey, you're gonna fix the air conditioning.
Fix the air conditioning.
You don't fix it. You will sleep outside the house.
What?
Monkey.
It's sleep outside. What? What you saying? I can't hear her.
I will call the police. You leave me alone.
Oh.
Goofy's down bones.
Oh no.
What is that?
Oh, ice cream truck.
Ice cream
Oh, too slow.
Well, I guess we need to wait.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna freak out.
He's gonna do something to the sun.
What could he do? Oh my god.
Ew.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Oh.
Hey!
I think that was Sky.
Hello, boy.
Finally!
Hey, that's me. How can I help you, boy?
Uh-oh.
I missed the ice cream.
He's gonna melt.
Ice cream man.
Don't worry, my boy. I will give you this big horrible.
Oh.
How dare you, son? He kind of looks like Lemon Dude.
A little bit, yeah.
What's he doing? Wait, what?
Did you shot at me?
A goofy gun?
You just shot at me!
How dare you do that?
He's so mad.
Wait, what is he doing now?
Monkey, we're gonna die, monkey.
He's gonna eat him.
Oh!
Let's go to the shadow.
Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na-na.
Embarrassment. We're doing a fit. No. Oh, nope. Going high. Oh, you got a real sweaty palm there, buddy.
With Metroplex, I get a free 5G phone when I join.
And I can get the same great deals as new customers when I set.
Dust.
I wonder if they were saved in the shadow.
Oh, boy,
I think they made it. All right, last but not least, Moki Show and Abnormal Halloween.
Did those backwards. Halloween comes first.
Hey, I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. Man. Oh!
boy, Halloween! But this time, I don't want to trick or treat.
What?
I just want to watch some spooky and scary movies on the TV.
This is so scary. Sorry.
Now everybody's going to know that Apartments.com's number of listings is astronomical.
He's gonna eat him.
Oh!
Let's go to the shadow!
Here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da-da.
Dust.
I wonder if they were saved in the shadow.
Oh, boy,
I think they made it. All right, last but not least, Moki Show and Abnormal Halloween.
Did those backwards. Halloween comes first.
Hey, I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. Man. Oh!
boy, Halloween! But this time, I don't want to trick or treat.
What?
I just want to watch some spooky and scary movies on the TV.
This is so scary. Sorry. It's
Happy
Goofy.
Halloween! Are you ready to go and trick?
Dust.
I wonder if they were saved in the shadow.
Oh, boy,
I think they made it. All right, last but not least, Moki Show and Abnormal Halloween.
Did those backwards. Halloween comes first.
Hey, I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. Man. Oh!
boy, Halloween! But this time, I don't want to trick or treat.
What?
I just want to watch some spooky and scary movies on the TV.
This is so scary. Sorry. It's Goofy.
Happy Halloween! Are you ready to go and trick or treat? Hell, monkey.
I just want to watch some spooky and scary movies.
Why would he do that?
Monkey? You don't want to trick or treat, monkey?
I don't want to buy.
What?
Start to scare movies.
Whoa.
Need some candy.
Dylan.
No, he
doesn't want
doesn't
to
need
trick or
candy.
treat, Dylan. Yes, Dylan, yes. Yeah. This morning, a normal person escaped from prison.
Oh, no.
Oh!
More reason to stay home.
I think he's at the door. Is it him or is it Donald and
Hi.
Goofy?
It's me, a normal person.
Person.
Don't open the door. Mr. Machine. Scooby-Doo.
Yes?
Fred, you cannot use the phone and talking. Yeah? We'll be right there.
That's not very safe.
You hear that, Scoops? It's gonna get really spooky, Scoops.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's that guy again.
Oh, no!
Oh, I thought
No, it's close.
he was gonna get run over.
All right, gang, split up. Look, Scoops, there's a real nice place sandwich.
Wait.
I'm so hungry, shush. I'm
No.
wondering you.
There's a red X right there.
No,
It's gonna be bad.
It's a stranger.
You want to hear my opinion?
Oh no, Scoops, better run.
Let's go.
What happened to Daphne? Oh, wow.
That didn't look great.
I think he's scared.
Let's talk about political stuff.
No.
Oh no. I am bleeding like the normal person I am.
My leg!
Now, let's find out who's this normal person.
Look at Daphne. How dare you, Goofy?
You didn't want to go trick or treat without Monkey.
Oh, I'm sorry,
own house.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna go trick or treating. Oh, who's that?